Hello, I'm Sister Janet here at the Eco Justice Center, and today I'm going to show you how to make stars like this. For our winter solstice, people are asked, or we've had a tradition of making stars and hanging them on our Christmas tree to remind people how they want to be light for our world and bring brightness into other people's lives. So these three-dimensional stars are very, very easy to make. All you need to do is start with a square piece of paper. Any size square will work. I'm going to start with using this big square. I took it out of a set of origami paper that you can buy at any craft store. Or you can make your own squares by taking regular typing paper or scrap paper of any sort and turn them into a square. The origami paper is usually white on one side and colored on the other. And we're going to start by making folds, and all of these folds are called mountain folds. You fold it in half and make a crease on it. Then you open it up and twist it and make fold it in half the other way. And it's pretty important that you keep it exact. Give it a crease. So we folded it in half both ways. Now we're going to turn it into a diagonal fold both ways. And by opening my paper up each time I do a fold, it's going to make all these folds mountain folds. By mountain fold, it means that if I open it up like this, all these folds are pointing upward. Now, in between each mountain fold, we're going to make a valley fold. And we make the valley by taking two mountains next door to each other and scrunching them together. I put my fingers in between the mountains and up at the peak, and I press the two mountains together and give that an extra crease. And now you see we have a mountain or valley in between these two mountains. And then we simply go around this whole piece of paper, making a valley in between every mountain. And we'll end up with 8 mountains and 8 valleys. All right, we're almost finished. We have 2 more valleys to make. So I'm kind of going around this counterclockwise, but it doesn't matter which way as long as you have a valley between every mountain. All right, now we're ready to do the cutting. And you don't need to do this. You can just eyeball it, but I'm going to show you. You see there's the valley between the mountain. There's a crease right here. And what I'm going to do is eyeball about halfway between the top and the bottom and put a little dot there. Then I'm going to take a scissors and I'm going to take my mountain and hold it like this. So I have the mountain fold together, and starting at the very tip, just aim your scissors to that dot or to the middle of the valley fold. Then I flip it to the small mountain and do the same thing. I'm going to go from the tip to my first cut. And I'm going to flip it again, take the next mountain, and I'm going to go from the tip and meet that cut. And all those little pieces fall off. And you do that all the way around, and you'll have 8 cuts. And we have 2 more, I think. So we're cutting both sides of the mountain to the valley. And here's our last one. All right. Oops. All right, now we can fold it up a little bit, make sure that peak is nice, and we have a 3-dimensional star. And then if you take a smaller piece of paper and fold it the same way, cut it the same way, you can stack these stars on top of each other and get two-tone stars. And you can put them together in many different combinations. So here's a way, if you have even a small scrap of paper and you want to make a square out of it, all you do is take the corner, fold it up to the edge, give a crease, and then you just cut it along this edge and you have yourself a perfect square, and you can make a little star. That's how I made this one. Now, the other piece is, if you want to hang the star, you can take well, I did it with this one. Here is a white star folded. Take a needle, put a thread on it, and run it through. Let yourself have enough for tying a knot. And make a little knot, tie it, and then you can hang it like that on your Christmas tree or wherever you hang it, in your window, wherever you'd like. So that's simple. And now I have one more thing. If you'd like to learn how to make this kind of star, let Maureen or Mary Lynn know, and we can do another video showing a three-dimensional star. It's a little more complicated, but it's also pretty. All right, thank you, and have fun making stars and sharing your light.